Oh, isn't it just delightful how Harry is all excited about the UK's team participating in the first winter sports at the Invictus Games next year? He just can't wait to see their passion, determination, and resilience. The grand event in Vancouver Whistler will feature all the thrilling winter sports like alpine skiing, snowboarding, and skeleton. Such excitement for a team of 60 competitors and 4 reserves, all wounded, injured, or sick UK personnel and veterans. Harry is absolutely thrilled about the chance for these individuals to show off their skills and what a memorable experience it will be for their families. He just had to congratulate Team UK for joining over 500 competitors from 20 nations. Because, expanding the range of winter adaptive sports is such a groundbreaking achievement. And let us not forget the heartwarming stories of team captain Stephen "Hoops" Hooper, returning for his second Invictus Games, and former nurse Juliet Bale, who's rediscovered hope through the team. Their personal journeys are just so inspiring. Aren't they? The Royal British Legion's Team UK manager, Louise Assun, and Defense Secretary John Healey are also jumping on the bandwagon, showering the squad with praise for their strength and dedication. Meanwhile, the announcement comes hot on the heels of the controversy surrounding Harry's nomination for the Pat Tillman Award for Service at the ESPY Awards. Oh, the irony. An award named after an American war hero has sparked quite an uproar, with Tillman's mother expressing shock that Harry, of all people, was chosen. She considers him a controversial and divisive individual compared to other far more deserving veterans. Why celebrate true heroes when you can hand out accolades to the rich and famous? I was a great supporter of Invictus until the Sydney Games, when Meghan imposed herself on the Games, made a speech at the ceremony when she hadn't served. And since then, she has pushed herself to the front of everything and made it into a fashion parade and not a games event. Good. He manages to recognize passion, determination, and resilience because he lacks those qualities himself. Clearly, he also fails to put the veterans first at the Games, making it all about himself, being filmed for Netflix, and even worse, letting Markle march in front of the veterans. He is not a worthy patron. He is a disgrace. It seems he may see passion, determination, and resilience, but he wouldn't know what to do with these qualities if they hit him in the face. Besides, who exactly was he speaking to when he made his profound comments? A bit strange that suddenly, out of the blue, he decides to speak about seeing the passion, determination, and resilience of the UK squad after not saying a word about them ever. Only after people from the US and the UK strongly voiced their opinion that Harry is not deserving of the Pat Tillman Award has he said anything. Trying to win our approval, Harry being so stunned and all? No, Harry, you still are not deserving and are not worthy of this award. And not a word of acknowledgement to those who actually set up Invictus, and those who actually organize every minute aspect of its running. Harry is the patron, figurehead due to his privileged, random birth, and should remain so, as any picture or mention of him and his sidekick is an anathema to so many. Do you know what it means to be brazen and thick-skinned? Otherwise, take a look at Harry's flesh and blood wife. Meghan stated how proud she was of Harry, who was working long hours to make sure that every detail of every event at Invictus, no matter how small, was perfect. Haven T laughed so much for ages. Presumably, his wife will be getting her welder-esque gloves out of storage for this. I'd actually prefer to see and hear from the athletes themselves than watch them money spinning out of this. It would seem that his association with Invictus is no longer working in its best interests. A new patron needs to be found quickly. To be honest, sadly, I lost interest when she got involved. I really enjoyed watching them and thought they were a great concept once upon a time. To be more precise, it's become a Meghan fashion show. What is she wearing and how much does it cost? I don't hear any about the vets. Why can't Harry just have an event of his own? She doesn't have to be involved at all. She ruined it. Just like the Games themselves. They are all about Harry, and now about Markle too. Harry and Markle ruin everything they touch. After all, if he is so excited to see passion, determination, and resilience, he should stay away from the Invictus Games, especially his wife. Since he married, it turned into the Harry and Meghan show, and we hear nothing about the achievements of real war heroes. The Marks made it all about them, nobody else. Oh, come on, people! Harry is passionate, determined, and resilient. Passionate about bad-mouthing his family on any occasion. Determined to get the British people to pay for his security. resilient to any criticism of his accepting undeserved awards. What a shame he turned out this way. I think the royal family, especially the late Queen, did a good job covering up what a nasty piece of work Harry really has been since childhood. He mocked disabled people, was racist against a fellow serviceman from a different ethnic background, etc. When he married Markle, it all came out and his true face was shown to the world. This is so ridiculous. He was paid £100,000 for just a 10-minute reading in St. Paul's at the anniversary service of the Invictus Games. Money that should have gone to the veterans themselves. Many veterans have left the organization because it turned into the Harry and Meghan show, and because of this, donations have dwindled a lot as well. Anyway, Harry couldn't be more obvious coming out with this empty statement just before he accepts the Pat Tillman Award. I feel for Pat Tillman's mother, who not only lost a brave and selfless son, but who now is seeing his award devalued. If someone disrespected Diana, then Harry would be furious, but he has no problem disrespecting Pat Tillman's mother. But in reality, he doesn't even respect his own mother, let alone Pat Tillman's mother. He disrespected his own mother when he didn't turn up at the Diana Memorial and Awards. His brother did. First day nicely dressed in a suit, interested in what the people there had to say. The next day, he let the award winners wait for hours and hours till it was midnight. Then appeared on Zoom with his ski hat still on and called the winners "you guys." Never even bothered to learn their names. Says it all really what kind of person he is, and that he is milking his mother's death to earn cash. Perhaps Harry should learn something from them. They have all had problems and trauma to deal with. They don't go on about it. They are doing their best to move forward and get beyond it. Even though they have had much more trauma than Harry, they deal with it. No one pays them $100 million to talk about their trauma, although they deserve it a lot. More than the couple who were traumatized that their house was not impressive enough for Oprah. Now there's nothing left to say. Well, he does invoice Invictus for all his expenses, including his grifting wife, inappropriate wardrobe and accessories, which must be quite time-consuming. I feel Invictus, which is an extremely worthy enterprise and I am sure really valued by those competing, is not benefiting from having Harry as their spokesperson and figurehead. He is a divisive figure, is unpopular in many quarters, and lacks the qualities now that he originally was chosen for. He should do the decent thing and step away. One can only wonder why he is not being asked to resign anyway. The trashing and discarding of their families is just morally and principally wrong, my opinion. Let the red arrows commence. How sad that a prince of the realm is justifiably derided for wishing Team UK the best. Definitely a sign of what he has wrought. All I hear when he speaks is more me. Me? Me. There is always an agenda with him, and it usually involves self-promotion. And relax. Harry has seen passion, determination, and resilience. He probably has no idea what they are and has probably never experienced them himself, but he has seen them. Apparently, or perhaps a flunky saw them for him. Thanks for yet another laugh. Harry, how about you leave your guardian at home so she doesn't insult the veterans by wearing extremely inappropriate outfits? A very short romper suit, jacket, and sandals things, and make it all about her? Over 2,000 veterans have stepped down from Invictus in protest at Meghan's interference in the games. She marched in front of all the winners at the last games. More have said they will leave if things don't change. If Harry accepts that ESPN award, he can kiss goodbye to the games. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video, and I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.